So this is the recap for live stream 303. As you can see, pretty much lost the account. Minus 273. So we came into the market with the market having a pretty narrow range. When I came into the market, I think the high to low range was sitting around not when I came in. When I came in, it was about 150 points from the high to the low. But as the market opened, it was only about 108 points. So it's a pretty narrow range. Then we eventually saw the breakout to around 10 a.m. I came in and didn't start trading here until about 10:45. So we saw the breakout here to the upside above the 58.75s and above the 73.50s, which was the highs from Friday. Prices came back. Now, I had a bullish bias on the market pretty much because of the daily chart here. You can see on the daily chart, the market's continuing up, seeming like it wants to head up towards the 22,000s. But there was a lack of volatility, and I kept trading. There's a couple of times I took trades looking for the move down to VWAP. Prices just never got there. There were times I was looking for the breakout of the previous day's high. Again, that didn't really happen. So as the market chopped around, I pretty much just gave back P&L. Let's have a look at so we can see here on a 5-minute chart, as the market came through this period here at 11:30 Eastern Standard Time, you can see the wicks on the lower end and the upper end of the candles. I just kept trading through here. Price is not really working. Had a couple of wins there, but those were pretty small wins. Didn't really count for much. Went short, looking for the move down to 8.11. That was a 5-minute setup. Didn't quite get there. Rallied. Went short again. Rallied. Had to take that off. Short again. So despite the daily chart showing the market was heading up, I thought the market would at some point be pulling back, but it continued up. Went short. Lost again. Through here. Was stopped out on a long. I was looking for a move to the upside. Long again. Lost. Long again. Lost. So came into this move pretty late on. Kept trying to go long. And it just was not working. Eventually went short. All the way into this area here. Rallied. Took a loss there. Pretty much near break even. Another long that resulted in a loss. Went into my favor a fair bit. Was looking for a bigger move. Came all the way back. And so I took it off for a loss not long after. Prices turned around. To my frustration. So I took off the long. Then went short. Prices turned around. Took a loss there. And I was just chasing the market all over the place. As the market was in a bit of a range, I kept taking longs and shorts. Just going away from my system. Now, I should have been pretty much looking for longs as prices were above the VWAP. And these areas should have been areas to go long. But after suffering a couple of losses, decided to go short here. As prices came into this area, prices rallied. And then took it off for a loss. That was what I showed just before. Went long, took that off. So just chasing the market all over the place. Just not great trading. We'll have a look at the trade performance. Likely I should have, in hindsight now, I should have looked at the range, seeing that we had less than 250 points and just avoided today, to be honest. Especially as it was a bit of an inside day. Now, on the trade performance tab here, we lost on both long and shorts. I'd have thought I'd have lost more on short trades, but in fact lost more on long trades. Negative profit factor right there. Accuracy is below 50%. Average trade being a loser. Average winning trade is about a quarter, well, less than a quarter actually. About 15% of the size of a winning trade, of a losing trade. Not great. These metrics here are not great. Largest win compared to largest loss. Poor metric right there as well. And we're looking at time in the market for about 5 minutes. Not great. On the analysis page, we can see first drew down 30, managed to get back positive. From there, once I went negative, just could not recover. This is interesting actually. This was around 12. Just could not recover as the market continued to sell off. Eventually ended the day down minus 273. And with that, the account is gone. So on the next live stream, I'll be resetting the account. But overall, certainly should have avoided low volatility. I seem to struggle in low volatility, especially as the losses start to accumulate. Maybe even looking at the market from a range perspective, the fact that we couldn't break out, despite the fact that we were trading above it, should have been a big warning sign. And if I was going to trade it, I should have looked to have traded it in a bit of a range. The only thing is the highs were up at 84. No, it's higher than that. The highs were 90. Previous days high was at 73.50. So maybe I should have looked at using this as a bit of a zone to short from. Maybe I should have looked at doing that, opposed to trying to take breakouts and so on, but we'll see. We'll certainly see. But that's it for now. Thanks for watching. Good luck trading. Have a great day.